friends, Christy, Stitching Mum of Two Monsters here. This is Flosstube number 36. Today is Sunday 29th of March, but I am doing a February update. Next weekend I will probably do a whip parade, so that will just have my March stitching in there as well. But today's all about February, even though I'm a month behind. Because I was so busy doing stuff for Stitching on the Border retreat that, I just got away from me. Anyway, today I have one new start, 4 finishes that I actually did at the retreat. Yes, that was in March, but if I get time, I will show them here and do a recap of the retreat because, as I said, next week it's just going to be a whip parade. Which is my annual one. Now, what else have I got? I've got temp stitching, I've got hockey stitching, and I have my cells. So the sun's right there, and it is so bright, so I've had to move. Oh yeah, I have a new couch. Well, it's a new second-hand couch, but I have a couch now instead of a hammock in the lounge room. Anyway, we won't go there, even though I just went there. Welcome, anyone new. This is the Hot Mess Express that I am. This is Nice. He is actually named after this Toronto Maple Leaf player, which I have his jersey on right now because they're about to start playing. I figured this will be one of the last times I wear it for the season because we're not going to playoffs. Again, ramble, Hot Mess Express. Hi, welcome. I appreciate anyone coming back to view my regular subscribers. Anyone that's not subscribed but do like me, can you please? I'd like to get my little numbers up a little bit. Can't seem to get over 200. Can't seem to leave the 170s. Anyway, I'm going to jump in. Anyway, I really do appreciate anyone that comes and watches me. I was looking a little washed out, so I put a little bit of lippy on for you. Now I look a bit weird without the rest of the face done, but anyway, I've got my trusty notes. So I had a new start. Sorry, I'm going to have to look over there. It's in my cosmetic purse, but that looks like dragon scales to me. So it is called Dragon Eye. It is, maybe I should put it down here. Have it over here. So Dragon Eye by Cross Stitch Foxy on Etsy. I started this on the 28th of February. It is an 18 count black Aida. In the actual pattern, the black is stitched. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'll put that there because I was testing it out. I'm stitching it on black. The only black stitching I did do is right in the pupil of the eye, just to give it some extra definition. But that is where I'm up to. This is what it will look like. I'm quite happy. So that is Dragon Eye. Oh, and Nice is going to start crying because, well, do you want to come and be on camera? No, his latest trick is to whine until he gets a T-R-E-A-T. But I'm having to be strong. But if he gets too noisy, he might have to go outside. That's not him up. Alright, so now hockey stitching. I probably won't get much more done. I owe it 3,700 stitches, I think. But I probably won't get much more. I'll just get all these threads out of the way. Because, I park. And it's a lot right now. So this is where I'm up to. I'll put a picture of what it looks like, where it's been at, It is a Haid called Tiger Dreams by Amy Stewart. As I said, this probably won't get much more work done on it for the maple leaves because we're not going to playoffs, but I am going to start it for my Melbourne Mustangs, which start in 2 weeks, I think. I think we start just as the regular season for the NHL finish. And I have stitched, oh, hang on. So since you've seen it last, I've stitched 1,513 stitches. It's now stitched at 50,970 of 103,200. It is now sitting at, excuse me, it is now sitting at 49.39%. So close to the 50%. I'm loving it. I think I want to miss the eyes though, so I think I'm going to go down on the bottom and then come back and do the head, because that is the most gorgeous part. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving how I'm actually getting progress on this one, because this is my oldest width and it was started in 2015. 10 years old, but now we're in the 11th year. Where am I going to put all these? Maybe there. Alright. So, temp stitching. I think I'll go back to my normal place next week. So, number 0 is Dragon in a Cup by Alexandra Zamora. Etsy. I've got 400 stitches done. Yeah, the couch isn't really going to work, I don't think. It is on 22 count hardener, and here is where I am. Spoiler it, next week I'm actually going to be ironing all this for you for the whip parade. So that's it. So I've got 400 stitches done in this one. I didn't touch this one at the retreat. I took 17 whips to the retreat because I didn't know what ones I wanted to have the feeling to touch. And for that, I did get a little prize. Oh, and it is now sitting at 83.73% done. Turn the page, Christy. All right. This one has had a lot done. It had the temperature stitching, and then I was working on it at the retreat, and I did work on it a little bit at home. It is, when I got home, it is, let me put this down the bottom so it's out of the way. Pull that up here. Yes, nicey darling. It is my Bondage My Little Pony by Robin's Nest Boutique. Oh, isn't she looking fierce? It got... no. It got 600 stitches for temp stitching, which finished the outlines, did on the rest of the harness, and then at the retreat I did a little bit of this black fill-in. I did the fishnet stocking part and a little bit of this boot, and then when I got home I finished the boot and did that one. So it's now sitting at 60.45%. Hopefully this light's alright, because that was too bright. I couldn't see when I was sitting right here. The sun is now going higher because it's only like 9 something in the morning. But I've got a lot to do today, so I figured I would start this early. Okay, found the bag to put that back in. Alright, so the next one is checking his list. Oh, actually, so I did drop it over. So number 2, checking his list by dimensions. It's a paper pattern, so it We've got an hour per call, so you've got 2 hours worked on it. Here I am. I'm using everything for the kit. Start it up in there, finish up what a particular red, and then start it up there. Which is that part there. So hopefully my filming mode's going to change next week, because my phone is literally dying on me at a rapid pace. I turned some app on, and within 5 minutes it's gone from 100% down to like 10. So I've ordered a new phone, so hopefully it's an iPhone 13 refurbished one, but hopefully that I'll be able to do better quality filming. Next is Dryads, my heaven and earth. I have a feeling that bag's going to fall. Dryad is by Renee Tempfil. Beard Tempfil. It's retired. It got 400 stitches. And here I am with that one. So I just did some more brown. That's all you're going to see for a while, I think. Different browns. So it's now sitting at 3.15%. So yeah, it was just more of this brown. I'm picking a blank spot up at the start and then working down to the page, so I can at least start getting a page finish on this one. Okay, number 4, Autumn Acres Farm. I can hear a kid somewhere. That is hands-on design, Autumn Acres Farm. There's a bit of a glare happening there. Did I work on this at the retreat? No, I don't think I did. Oh, I think it's Elby, my neighbour behind. He's only a tiny little one. Alright, so I have finally finished all the white. Doesn't sound happy. Can you hear him? And I have started the colouring in process. So it got 4 hours done on it. So now you'll start to see colour come in. Okay. Number 5 is my Toronto Maple Leaf Gnome. It got, it only got 200 stitches in it, and I didn't work out it at the retreat either. So here is where I'm up to. So hopefully, I know March, this number's been called quite a few times, so hopefully by the time you see it, there's my youngest monster. By the time you see it again, this will be almost close to a finish, I think. Alright, put that one away. And it's sitting at 71.83%. Next is, I might have to pause and then get this out because it's big. Hang on. Okay, so I've got it out. This is my chatelaine called Rose Lights. It got 4 hours worked on it. You wouldn't really know it. There was a lot of colour changes. I think just in that one little rose down in that corner is about 7 or 8 different colours. I figured if I was using that colour, I then would work it in the border where it was. Oh, the colour's not that great, is it, at the moment? Yeah. Maybe the sun's going up higher. I could. Oh, I saw a bit of sparkle then. Is that one? What was it? I've just gone and finished the whole thing and I realised I did not push record after I put the chatelaine away. So I've been talking the whole time to myself. Anyway, we're going back. After got to the chatelaine. Lucky I realised just before I started the retreat stuff. So I pushed record, and I'm like, oh, that's still recording. Alright, so after the chatelaine, Extraordinary Bird didn't get called, so now it was Tingled by Lizzie Kate. So now I'm going to have to put these two together because, well, I'm a dumb shit. So there is that. It is, so it got 2 hours worked on it. Now I feel deflated because I was such a beat going, and now it's not. Anyway, let's move on. So I am going to be doing it in the big long thingy. This is the one I'm doing so far. And number 9 didn't get called either. It was Dance at Nightfall. Artist is Rose Catherine Khan, but it didn't get called. So now my stitch-alongs. Woohoo! I'm loving these. I've got 2 going at the moment. I will be doing a 3rd, which is the Little Crow Museum After Midnight. I'm so looking forward to that. That drops soon. But I'll start with this one. Nice as Chasing a Fly. This one is the Seasonal Flower Cell by Wild Dragon Crafts. It is on, looks like 14 count fabric dyed by me. And there we are. So February was Crocus? I'm not sure how to say it. So we've got Snowdrop, the Crocus, and March will be the Daffodil, which is Youngest Monster's birth flower. Okay, so that is by Wild Dragon Crafts. Next is the Adorable Crypto Adorable by Creatively Crafting. I am loving this one. Oh. I have made some slight changes. Using glow in the dark thread for the moon. There will be another moon on this side. I've changed the title to a pink variegated thread. And I won't be doing the tiny little ninja stitches between the frames. I'll just be doing the bigger stars and moons. So yes, February was Bigfoot. I'm looking forward to March. It's Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Now I think she's about to drop the fourth one tomorrow? Tuesday? No, it'll be our Tuesday, I'm guessing. And it looks like it's a werewolf of some sort. So they are my 2 cells for now. Now I have 4 finishes. Ding, 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 ding. I am so happy. They were all done at the retreat. So yes, technically they are a March finish. But as I am doing a whip parade at the end of March, next weekend during Easter, which technically is April, but you know, here or there. I will be just showing all my updates with that. So, okay, first one. If you do not like swear word, probably look away from this one. It does have the F word in there. This is The Skeleton Last Flying Beep by Helena Kovalchuk. Cross stitch for you on Etsy. It is on 18 count black Ada. Started this on the 11th of August 2025, finished on the 13th of March 2026. I did take out the ninja stitches on them. I didn't think it needed it. I love it. So that was my first ringing the bell at the retreat. And now I can start putting these threads away. Next one. Oh, hang on. Okay. Youngest monster went to the shops. Walk there. So this one was my second finish. It's a hands-on design year in chalk, February. I don't have the pattern, but here is what it looks like. Yes, I did alter it again. It had a giant one of these on top. I am finishing in a pillow, so I just left that off. But here is mine. And after I finish with that, I put that one on the freebie table. Actually, did I read that one? Not sure. I know I definitely did for St. Patrick's. Alright, number 3 is my Zodiac Academy quotes. All the black ones were finished on the 13th. I had a little bit of brain fog the next day. So there is this one. This one is on 18 count black Ada. Started this one on the 31st of December 2025, finished on the 13th of March 2026. And I changed these to the zodiac colour, basically. Fire, air, water, earth. And this is a quote by Professor Orion from the Zodiac Academy book series. So now I've got to think how I'm going to display that. I don't have room where the actual book series is on my shelves, but think about it. And my last finish at the retreat. He's chasing a fly. My last finish at the retreat, I did put the pattern, I know for a fact, of this one on the freebie table. But it is St. Patrick's by Lizzie Kate. Started this one on the 19th of January 2026, finished on the 14th of March 2026. And I did the DMC conversion. It's on a random green, sage green. coloured fabric. So that is all my stitching that I've done. I'm now just going to go into a bit of a retreat recap. I don't have very many photos. In fact, I think I've only got the photos of my shop because I was in the moment. I just completely forgot to take photos yet again. So I want to say thank you to anyone who bought any items from my shop. You have no idea, really, you have no idea how that much means to me. It just, every little bit helps. It helped buy this couch, to be honest, even though it's a second-hand couch from an op shop. It helped buy it. So thank you. I loved catching up with older friends that I only get to see once or twice a year at retreats, and I made some new friends, so that was great. Now, I don't have a swag bag because I was just a pop-up vendor. I wasn't actually sitting at the tables, so I've got no idea what was in them, to be honest. I do know what I put in them, donated for me for Once Upon a Needle Wonder, which I will show. Actually, do I have it in this bag? Bear with me. Okay, so I'll show you what I donated for the swag bag. That's me, shameless plug. But yeah. So it was stitching on the border, 2026. So I just did that as like a zipper pull. One person did have a blue letter B, and they got to have a 26, because it was 2026, a $26 voucher from me to spend. And that was just for one person, that because they were all in random bags, so I had no idea who got it. Actually, if you are watching, Emma, was it you? I'm not sure. Anyway, so my pop-up shop. Thank you. Now I'm going to go on to, I did get some table gifts from my table friends from last year. They did give me some gifts. So Jenny made this art tray for me and came over and gave it to me. Absolutely love it. She was like, oh, it's got to have something black for Christy. Yep. So, something black but with a little splash of colour. Thank you, Jenny. Love it. Also, Lauren came over and gave me a bottle of homemade lemon cordial. It is cool. I'm restraining myself. I've got to make this last. Lauren, if you see it, I need more of the recipe. It is so good. I love it. I've been having it with water. I have it with lemonade. If I have it with lemonade, it's like almost like a lemon meringue flavour. Chef's kiss. Anyway, so those were the 2 table gifts that I got. That were for friends from last year's retreat. Next is, so I'm going to put at the end, I'll put up the video of my shop that I did. Some items had already been sold when I did it, so but now I'm going to into haul, because you know I like supporting other vendors. Right, what do I do? Let's start with Taryn. She was next to me. I love Taryn. Being next to her wasn't so great because I kept going, oh, that's pretty. Shove that aside for me. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. No, I do love you, Taryn. I did love being beside you. My wallet, not so much. But then again, we did a swap, so it's all good. So the first one, 40 count. So I got this one for my Halloween Quaker. It's like the colour she did last year in a 25 count, but my 25 count wasn't quite big enough. So this is 40 count Vidal. She doesn't name them, they're just like once-offies. And it's more green than blue, what's showing, than the blue. It's more green. Great. But, so Halloween Quaker is going on this one. Then, you know I love some dragons. I had to buy a retreat mat. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, absolutely love it. Love, 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 love. And then I bought a bag. And you know, she is very reasonably priced. Like $35. Come on. I love my wolves too. Wolves and dragons. And hockey. Alright. Next, I got another bag from, what is it? What are you, Alexander? Cozy Little Props. I'll put up a picture here of where she's from. Come on. Dogs. I've got a half Dalmatian, so I had to have it. Who's just staring up above the TV, watching that fly. That's just inside, it's just a plane. Out on her, she also has little charms. Oops. Yeah. Had to have that because, you know, I love dogs. Now, let me pause. Okay, so there was also a new vendor there. I'm going to have to find her details and I'll pop it up here. Her name was Peter. Absolutely lovely lady. She had lots of little knickknackies. And all in a bag. So I got out a spool. Oh, this one's wooden. I got, it goes for scissor tips. I think they're more sewing scissor tips though, because the embroidery ones don't fit in there. They're too thin. Then I got some water lilies with some ribbon and thingies. This is also Karen collection. Yeah, that's another water lilies. She just had some random ones. So some glass cleaners. Another water lilies. She had some velvet on a spool. And then some sari silk, which I'm going to use these to wrap some hoops when I do hoop finishes, or use as trims for my pillows. So I got that from her. She also gave me at the end of the day some plastic spools. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to use all them for. I think I might have a framing idea as well then. Okay, when I was getting the next lot out, I did see another gift. How can I forget this one, Deb? It was just down in the bottom of my bag. Tape measure by Deb Wilson. And in there also was a little doggy scissor fob or zipper pull. So that is going straight into my little stitching box. Thank you, Deb. Love it. All right, next one is Lisa from Paddy Clean Designs, what I bought from her. Itchy Nose, Flosstube Itchy Nose. Okay, so when you made a purchase from Lisa, you got a floss drop. I made 2 separate purchases. All right, so I got some cottage garden threads because the boys weren't there this time. They had other commitments. So these ones will go towards my Mojo Stitcher season ones, patterns. So Gilt, Foxing, Alice and Treasure. Then I got a, it's for like Mill Hills to put the, which I think Ginger Stitch makes these for her. I got the smaller one, but I do buttons and beads, so this will be a good one for that. I got a Hello from Liz Matthews pattern. It is Sleepy Hollow, because you know, spooky. Then I got some fabric. I've got 32 count even weave. It's called Romance. It's a nice pink. It's not showing as dark. The lighting sucks, let's be honest. And then I got Goblet, which is a 28 count opal even weave. Goblet could be a good one for, it's even weave though. I don't want even weave, I mean opal. I'll have to look at my greys. So that was from Lisa, and then my last one was Silks for You. I did refrain myself somewhat this year, but look at this one, PR 186. Look at those colours. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, absolutely stunning. I wish I had got more. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but let's be honest, they're gorgeous. And 2 autumnal, 162 and 179. So I didn't have them in my collection. And then my first hank. It is PR 207. Apparently it's called Island Blue. They don't actually name them on the tags, so, but that's what Jamie told me it was called. It is gorgeous. I can see a long dog coming up in my future. Or maybe a modern folk embroidery. I've not done either of them. Who knows? Who knows? So that's it. Oh no, it's not. Freebie table and prizes. So I ended up getting 2 prizes. One was for, most whips completed at the retreat. So we went up and picked off from a random patterns they had on the table. So for that one, I picked Glendon's Place, I'll Be Home for Christmas. And then the second one was for most whips taken, which I took 17. And I picked this one, the White Willow Stitching Tribal Martini. Because who doesn't love a good martini? Alright, now the rest were on the freebie table. So, tell you, someone scored, or a few people scored really good. There was a lot of samplers on the freebie table. I don't do samplers. after I looked, I thought I could probably have taken the ABCs off some of them, but there were some good ones up there. So if you're into that. Alright, horses. Lots of different horses. My daddy was into horses. Fox and Ralph Rabbit Seraphine's Needle Book. I got Just Nan Catnip Tea. I can bring that in. Mill Hill Bunnies and Birdies. I think I can see it. And Easter stitching coming on with that one. And then I'm not sure if I actually do have it, but it's Little House Needleworks Winter ABCs. Christy, you don't do ABC 1, 2, 3s. Technically it doesn't have 1, 2, 3s on there, but it is winter. So I could do like it in the white where you can't really see the, or I could just leave them off and just do, because it does have like cold, frost, ice skate, mittens, snowmen and winter as parts of that. I could just leave off all that and just do the motifs, but I love it. Done. So now I'm going to insert a yeah, because this is like 30 minutes and the other one was 16, so it is going to be a long one. A small video of what my little pop-up shop was like. So thank you again. Thank you to anyone who bought it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Yeah, have a great stitching day. Bye, friends. Remember to be yourself because everyone else is taken. Bye. Here is my little pop-up shop. Some gorgeous thing. I think this one is my favorite. It's just around. And the dragons. I love the dragons. Open at own risk. Here's my little root ones. Like that. That's me. Once upon a needleman. Got coffee. And my $10 ring. But, you know, big guys, tricky vibes. Happy Friday the 13th today, people.